Oregon Democrats tonight celebrated the shift of control in Congress.
Yeah, KGW's Catherine Cook is at the Oregon Democrats election night headquarters. Pretty exciting night for people there, Catherine.
Oh, Dan, they were ecstatic. They were thrilled by the news. In fact, Oregon Representative Earl Blumenauer got to take the podium himself to deliver the big announcement.
Democrats will control the House of Representatives.
Leading up to tonight, pundits were confident that the Democrats would be able to flip the 23 seats needed to take control of the House from the Republicans. Well, they did that handily. Tonight, Representative Blumenauer said the power shift will play a critical role in keeping the Trump administration accountable over the next 2 years and possibly impact the 2020 election.
Holding the Trump administration accountable for what happened with the Russian investigation, being able to protect the Mueller investigation. These are all things that a Democratic Congress will be able to advance, protect, and give the American public real answers.
Again, after tonight, the Republicans will maintain control of the Senate, but the Democrats are focusing on their win tonight and looking ahead to 2020. Back to you.
Catherine, thank you so much. A big night for Democrats.